Gaurav, we want to go green. That's the target given by my management. We want to save significant amount of cost through renewable energy solution. But whenever I go back in the market asking for a solution, I get a solution under a long-term contract, which includes long-term commitment. And when I take this solution to my management asking for the approval, they come back with a lot of concerns and pushes me to find a solution which is of a short-term term or of a 1 year kind of situation. Have you ever had such kind of situation wherein you are looking to chase cost-saving goals, green energy goals, and when you go in the market, you figure out that only long-term commitment solutions are available, not the short-term commitments. And even if there are short-term commitment solutions are available, that is not giving you decent savings and are filled with lot of risk and the variances. If you as an industrial and commercial customer have been into a similar situation of going green, saving cost, but have apprehension because of the risk involved in the long-term contract, then this video is very critical for you, because in this video I want to break down the risks which are there in the long-term commitment and how you can actually mitigate those risks. I'll be covering top 3 biggest risks which is there in the long-term contract. When you are thinking about mitigation of those risks, what are the steps that you can follow? So let's get straight into those 3 risks which are at top of your mind while you are going for a long-term contract, and what are the mitigations that you can follow. Number 1, what if my business relocates or shut down in the state and move to a different location in the state? This is the biggest risk that you have, that you might need to change the location of your plant on which you are taking an open access solution, and in that situation what happens? So in this situation wherein you have to relocate your project in the state, there is an option that you can negotiate with the developer of relocation clause, wherein the open access solution that you're taken on a particular premises can be shifted to another premises within the same state, given the state has same regulations, same economics. So this option can be negotiated and availed. Second business risk is, what happens if my business completely shut down and there is no demand for my product and business completely shut down? This is called as a business exigency kind of situation. Again, there are solutions available at the time of contract negotiation where you can envisage such kind of business exigency situations and negotiate the appropriate clause in the contract. And third, which is most important clause, is what happens to huge termination penalties that I need to pay, because in the long-term contract these are like lock-in, which locks you in for a long-term contract, and if you looking for an exit scenario, you have to pay a huge termination penalties. So how do you mitigate that? See, in this case, I want to explain this with a real case. One of our customer to whom we help procure 20 megawatt solution, which is equivalent to 3 crore solar units per annum. And they also had a similar concern that what happens if after end of 5 years, I have to terminate this contract because the alternate power is available cheaper, let's say at 2 rupees. So what will I do in that situation? So I told him, do a simple math, simple ganit. Let's say 3 crore rupees per annum is the unit. You're saving 3 rupees per unit, which is equivalent to 9 crore rupees saving in a per year for you today. Next 5 years, you have 45 crore savings. I'm not getting into a present value system. So this is only the savings part. Let's say you have to terminate the contract at the end of 5 years and you pay a termination penalty of 10-15 crore rupees. I mean, on a higher side. So you are essentially in a profit of 30 crore rupees only by doing a 5-year analysis. So why to leave that huge amount which is equivalent to 30 crore rupees on the table? So do a ganit, do a math only for a 5-year scenario, budgeting in the termination, which is the worst case situation. Check what is the investment that you are making and what is the return that you are getting. This is like a worst case scenario for you to evaluate the risk in the long-term contract. With these 3 biggest solutions and the mitigation around it, which is termination, which is because of your business exigency, which is because of business relocation, and the huge termination penalties, I think these 3 risks and the mitigation can give you a direction about how you can mitigate the long-term contract risk and fearlessly procure open access solar solutions so that you don't leave such huge amount of the money which is available for you on the table. I hope you found value in this video, and if you want to continue this discussion with me and my team and see a different perspective of looking at the solution and see a different perspective of all the risks in a long-term contract and how to mitigate that, then I have a special invitation and special gift for you, wherein I'm giving you an invitation for a 1-hour free long consultation call with us. The link is mentioned below the video. In this call, me and my team will understand where you are in this journey of procuring an open access solar on grid based solutions and cover what are the risks and how you can actually mitigate those risks. And I'm sure this 1 hour of time investment from you give you 100x value by getting these solutions on the table. So go ahead and click on the link below. I look forward to see you in the meeting with us and also in my next video. Thank you so much.